I have a lot more whips than I thought I had, I fear. Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Ellie. For those of you that don't know me, I'm a 27-year-old fiber artist who lives in Portland, Oregon. And today we are going to tackle my steadily growing pile of whips, decide what is going to be okay to stay on the needles, if I'm going to frog any, and just try to finish as much as possible. My goal is to have just a few things on the needles when I'm done. Maybe like one crochet project, one complicated knitting project, and one like mindless knitting project, like maybe socks. I don't want to have more than 4 projects left after this video. So anything over that, I fear I will have to frog. Where do we even start? Okay, let's start with this one because I know I'm not going to frog it and there's no way I'm going to be able to finish it in this video. So we'll start with that. So this is my DNA pullover cabling project that I have not made that much progress on since the last time I showed you because this requires like my full attention. I actually love working on it. It's just it requires a lot of attention, and so I haven't done a lot on this because I have to like it's four or five different cabling patterns that you have to like use in one row. So I have to have my iPad, I have to have my iPad pen, I have to have like a setup. I can't This isn't like a travel project. This is like staying on the couch podcast in project, which is why I don't work on it that often. But I would like to get back to working on it because I do really love it. The yarn is from Arcane Fiberworks and it is the color Electric Blue. I have been going back and forth between 2 skeins, like alternating, because it's like slightly variegated. I didn't want it to pool and look like I had used, like I didn't want to get that visible difference in between skeins. And I don't know if I would have if I hadn't been swapping, but so far I think I've avoided that. And so I'm going to just continue to swap between skeins as I go.
Hi guys. So my microphone died while I was filming this, and instead of it just using my phone microphone to record and it kind of sounding bad, it didn't record at all. So you'll get a voiceover for the rest of this video. So right now I'm showing off my relaxing on top that I'm making for my husband. I am almost done with the first half. It looks so tiny, but it will get much bigger very quickly. Um, and so I'm making this in the yarn Friends Cotton 8-4, and the colors are hard to find on the wrapper. Color number 3 is the cream color, and color number 93 is the blue. Ultimately, I've decided not to frog it, but also not to finish it in this video because it does have quite a bit of work still left to do, but I do want it to be finished eventually. I'll probably try and finish it as my husband's Christmas present for this upcoming December, even though it's a few months away. I have the wackiest expressions while I'm filming videos. So my friend Sierra is pregnant. She's having a baby. Sierra, if you're watching, I would like for you to click away, please, because I am going to be talking about your baby shower gifts. This is the blanket that I have been making for my friend Sierra for her baby. She doesn't know the gender of the baby, and so I am making it gender neutral. Um, I worked on this while I was traveling, so I got it done really quickly. It's just a very simple double crochet blanket, and all that I need to do on it at this point is weave in the ends and finish the little tassels that I'm putting on the end there, which is going to take forever, but it does need to get done because I think the tassels will make it cute. So I am going to get that done right now.
Blanket is done. I can get it. Here we go. Blanket is done. Edges are done. The edges took like an hour and a half, which is not terrible, but definitely longer than I thought they would. But it is fully done, off the needles, and ready for the baby shower.
So I thought that I would take some of the leftover yarn from my blanket and make another baby sweater with it. And what I wanted to do was kind of pepper the color in with the base color so it would match the blanket. And I thought it would be really cute, but it was not coming out as my vision. The color was too blocky. It had so many ends. It was just not as cute as I thought it was going to be. And so I really wanted it to be like a very like scrappy thing, and it was not giving what I wanted. So the verdict for this one is that I am going to frog it, and maybe I will come back to making a sweater for the baby with similar colors, but it will not be this one. So while I was traveling and making that baby blanket, I had finished it and needed another project to work on. So I started this quick, cute little baby sweater, just using a simple pattern I got from Hobbii. And I really like how it's coming out. I just need to, all of the crocheting on it is done. I just need to seam it and attach it. So I need to seam up the sides and then seam up the sleeve. Oh, actually, not all the crocheting is done because I need to add a collar too. But either way, it seems like not a lot of work left to finish it, just seaming, collar, and weaving in ends. So, gonna really quick finish that up, and that will be ready for Sierra's baby shower as well.
Okay, and now I'm done with this sweater. So we are all done with the baby stuff. And that one only took like maybe 30 minutes to finish that sweater. I have lots of ends in my little bag now. And I feel like I have made a ton of progress today. So I feel good stopping to make dinner and then coming back to deal with my socks in a little bit.
The next project that I am pulling out here is my July socks that I've been making. I've been making colorwork socks every month, and these are the pair that I made for July. They are the Itty Bitty Berry socks by Stone Knits. They are cutie little strawberry socks. And the way that I make my socks is two at a time, but not on the same needles. And what that means is that I make the cuff on one, I make the cuff on the other. I make the leg on one, I make the leg on the other. I make the heel on one, I make the heel on the other. And this is the only way that I can stop second sock syndrome. So for both of these socks, I am really close to being done. I have finished the cuff, leg, heel, and the majority of the foot. I think on both of them. Let's watch. Let's see. Yes, on both of them. I think I actually may have finished the foot on both of them. And so all I need to do to finish up these ones is the heels, which I am going to do right now.
Ta-da! Socks are done. Really like the little picot edge. Came out cute. I should have made this part just a little bit tighter because it's not the ribbing. I think I made it looser just to make sure I could still get it on my foot, but it is slightly too wide for my ankle. But I think they're cute. I had some tension issues with the strawberries, but it was really hard doing the 3-color stranded color work. But overall, happy with how they came out.
Next whip we are tackling is my Aura top. This, I gotta look up the pattern, hold on. Okay, sorry, this is the Aura top by Alice Hoyle. I am working it in Wandering Flock Mohair in the color Sunsets of Brooklyn. This is the same yarn, well, this is the same color yarn I used for my outline tee, but this is the mohair version. I just happen to have this. I'm trying to get rid of it. I thought the Aura top was so cute, so I am trying to finish it and make it, but it is on bulky needles, and I hate working with bulky needles. I hate working with one strand of mohair. This has not been a fun project for me at all, but I really want the top. I like the Wandering Flock mohair. I think just working with one strand of mohair is not for me. It's really stressful. And so right now I am almost done with it. I had finished the front. I was working on the back, putting in some shoulder shaping, and then going to seam the top and make the sleeves. So still quite a bit to do on this one. So I am at work right now. My tongue is blue from my Mountain Dew. So I'm at work right now. I have been here since 10 a.m. and it is currently 11:40. And I'm here for a couple more hours. I'm here till 1, doing timed collections. So I take a sample every hour and then I sit until the next hour. So I'm using the opportunity to work on my Aura top. I fully finished the body, all done, ready to be seamed and joined with the sleeves. And so my goal for tonight is to try and get the first sleeve done. I'm about halfway through, but we will see how it goes because, like I said, I only got like 2 hours left. $12:50 in the morning, and we are done with one sleeve. I'm gonna go take my last sample and go to sleep. The knitting on my Aura top is done. I have 2 sleeves and the body, and now I just have to seam it, which I'm not looking forward to. One of my sleeves is longer than the other because I made the first one and then it was like just maybe a little short, and then the other one I overcorrected a little bit, but you know what? It's gonna be fine. I'm probably just gonna block it out. What's interesting is that the way that the color pooled in this body makes it very stripy, when I think the intention is to be more like how it is at the top here or on the sleeves here. And so I have a lot of horizontal stripes. The other thing is that I think my cast on was slightly too tight, hoping that it won't be too bad because the cast on, so I'm not going back to fix it. I have to redo the whole thing. We'll see how it is once I seam it.
Okay, I just got back from bar, so excuse the fact that I look a mess, but I wanted to show finished product on the Aura top now that it's done blocking. And I'm actually really happy with how it came out. I love that the neckline is big enough to do like an off the shoulder thing. I thought that this back cast off edge was gonna be a little too loose and like unstructured, but I think with the off the shoulder look, it's okay. The sleeves after blocking are nice and long, looks great. I have some weird edges just because I blocked it a little weird, but I think that that'll go away with use, or I can reblock the arm a little straighter. See, it's like pulled out here slightly because I pinned it here and here, and so it like dipped in there, but that's okay. That'll go away with use, I think, or I can always reblock it. Um, yeah. The cast on edge is a little tighter than I would like, but I think it looks okay, especially because then I can kind of tuck it like that. Yeah, overall, quite happy with how this came out.
Last one, guys. I'm so sorry again for the voiceover for these sections, but we persevere. There was no way for me to go back and film it since I've already finished everything. I'm sorry again. This last one is a sweater that I've been working on for my husband Bailey since like December. I had made him the Melange men's sweater by Petite Knit last year, and he really liked it, and I really like it. I like stealing it. So I picked up this yarn at Joann's. It's just big twist acrylic in this brown color. I got a bunch that I could use for his sweater, and then I got the same yarn in green that I'm going to use to make myself the same sweater. And so I'm making some more Melange men's sweaters for us to wear. Um, and then this is worsted weight, whatever random acrylic yarn is. I think worsted weight. And the original pattern is holding 2 strands of fingering weight, so it's pretty close. I was able to just adjust my needle size to hit gauge. And I'm almost done with it. You can see I'm about halfway done with one of the sleeves. I had actually finished one of the sleeves, but my decreases didn't work. It was still too loose at the end, so I needed to restart, which was devastating. But I'm halfway through redoing that sleeve. And then other than that, I still have to do the collar and the other sleeve, and then this will be done. And then I can start my matching one. So we're trying the sweater on. I have one sleeve done, except for the cuff, and I have one sleeve almost done. But we're making some modifications because someone's not happy with the diameter of the sleeve.
That's not true.
So this one, I think I've decreased really, really rapidly, which is why it's got like kind of poofy here, and then it goes, it's not too bad actually. Is that all right? Okay. And I decreased from 88 stitches up here down to 40, and I think the pattern calls for a decrease of 88 to 65. So we've decreased.
I'm so sorry.
We decreased quite a bit. Oh, you just got skinny arms, I guess. Well, we left it nice and thick there for the biceps.
I'll beef out a little bit.
So I'm probably gonna keep it at 40 and do like another inch, maybe an inch and a half, and then I'll switch to ribbing. For this sleeve, I decreased to 50, and it's he doesn't like it. He says it's too wide.
I love it.
And it's
Perfect.
and it's also too long for me to have done the ribbing. So this one I'm gonna frog back, not all the way. I'm gonna frog it back to here, and then decrease really rapidly to try and get from whatever my stitch count is. Maybe I'll like pull it back even a little more, because maybe I'll pull it back to like elbow length and then decrease really rapidly from there.
Here is the final version of the sweater. I think it fits nicely. Do you like how it fits? Yes. Good arm. We finally figured out the arm tightness that we wanted, and the neckline is like almost too tight, but perfect, I think. Like he can get it over his head with a little bit of pulling, but I think it fits nicely. He asked for a tighter neckline, which is why it's tighter. Overall, I think very happy with how it came out, and now I have to make my matching one. Okay, that's it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. We definitely accomplished a lot, but within the week since I finished all those whips, I have accumulated 2 or 3 more. So I'm kind of at like, I just always seem to have 4 or 5 projects going, even when I finish some. So, but that's okay. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video and want to see more like it would be great if you could hit subscribe. And also, if you enjoyed this video, maybe you could drop a like. And if you really feel some type of way about it, maybe you could even leave a comment. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye, guys.